Patagonia W Trek. We did the famous Patagonia W Trek in 4 days, and it was one of the most challenging and spectacular hikes I've ever done. Day 1, the Towers. We started our first day with the base of the Towers trek. It was a 20-kilometer round trip, with 1,042 meters of elevation gain, and took us 9 hours. The hardest part came during the final hour. The trail became very steep with loose rocks and unstable boulders. And the weather was wild. We were hiking through a windstorm and it was actually snowing at the top. When we finally reached the viewpoint, the Payne Towers and the turquoise lagoon were absolutely spectacular. It was worth every step. We took the same route back down and spent the night at Camp Central. Day 2, French Valley. We started from Payne Grande and headed into the French Valley. This was our longest and toughest day, 24 kilometers round trip and about 10 hours of hiking. The challenge was the distance, but the scenery made it all worthwhile. We had incredible views of the French Valley and the French Glacier. Every 15 minutes or so, we could hear the thunderous roar of an avalanche, as huge pieces of ice came crashing down. It was spectacular. After 10 hours on the trail, we finally made our way back to Payne Grande and spent another night at the camp. Day 3, Grey Glacier. Day 3 started again from Payne Grande. We headed toward Grey Glacier, an 11-kilometer hike that took about 4 hours. Compared with the first 2 days, this felt like an easy day. And we were lucky enough to have beautiful weather. The trail was stunning almost the entire way, with incredible views of Grey Glacier and the icebergs in Grey Lake. At the viewpoints, we could see the magnificent glacier stretching out across the landscape. Instead of hiking all the way back to Payne Grande, we stayed overnight at Grey Campsite. Day 4, back to Payne Grande. By this point, our feet were definitely feeling the 4 days of hiking. So when we came across an icy cold stream, we couldn't resist putting our feet in. It was freezing, but it felt amazing. And then, finally, we saw the catamaran arriving to pick us up. What a feeling! Patagonia's W Trek is truly one of the most epic hikes I've ever done, and an adventure I will never forget.